Hi everybody, Arie here, and in today's video, I want to show you a big problem with a big solution. I've said this before, but the businesses that make the most money are the ones that solve the biggest problems. And in today's video, we're going to break down a $100 million e-commerce brand that is solving a pretty big problem. And we're going to break down their entire website design so that you can get a lot of inspiration for a brand of your own. Perhaps you're already running a brand and you want to figure out how you can scale it. And truthfully, there's no better way to do that than to model success and analyzing brands that are spending millions upon millions of dollars optimizing their systems, optimizing their landers, and optimizing their ads. So without further ado, let's get right into it. But if this is your first time watching my channel, then welcome and subscribe for more. Let's not waste any time. The brand that we're talking about today is called ecoflow.com, and this brand was actually founded in 2016, so it's not a very old brand. In fact, I would say that's pretty young considering the fact that they are worth over 100 million. And I know that they're worth 100 million because they've raised over $100 million in funding alone. So correct me if I'm wrong, but in the traditional investment world, if you're getting $100 million in funding, that makes your company valued at like 500 million or more. I'm not exactly sure how that works, so if you guys know better than I do, then please correct me. But long story short, what this company does is they create the world's most innovative, eco-friendly power solutions that enable you to live, dream, and explore without limits. Wow, they got some amazing copywriters right there. If I was to even shorten this further for you, they just basically make eco-friendly power solutions. So power banks that are very fast, as well as other power related products. So they have, for example, solar panels, they have solar trackers, and smart batteries for charging, I guess, whatever you want. They also have generators. So they're a really innovative brand. And, you know, they kind of give me a Tesla type of vibe. They remind me of Tesla in a way, which if you didn't know, you can literally shop for a Tesla online. So that's a really cool thing that Tesla is doing, is that they literally have an online store. So it's sort of an e-commerce brand as well as a manufacturing brand. But all in all, this brand is absolutely beautiful. So like I just said, they're going for that Tesla type of vibe. And I can see that their approach is very minimal, and it makes a lot of sense for a tech brand to be this way. There's really nothing too flashy. In fact, they're just trying to really appeal to a luxury consumer. So if we take a look at some of their products, we'll see that they are not cheap. They're charging upwards of $2,600. You know, everything is basically over $1,000, which is really cool. I love the idea of selling high ticket products. And of course, with something like this, you really got to educate your customer well. But even though these products are this expensive, they are still keeping everything very simple. So I see a lot of dropshipping stores that are selling like $20 products that make descriptions much more complicated than something like this, even though this is selling for over $2,000. So I think this is a beautiful example of an effective landing page for a product that's higher priced. So basically, they got all the benefits right here, highlighted, super clean layout. Then they got some more benefits. They continue on and then start reinforcing the features of the product while still continuing to reinforce some of those important benefits, like ready for any emergency. So, you know, having something like this in your car, you're ready for any emergency, or in your house for whatever reason. If you have like a doomsday shelter, this would be a perfect thing to keep in there. Then they have the FAQs and the reviews. That's literally about it. So you should really take some mental pictures of this layout. Again, the brand is called ecoflow.com, so you can go ahead and visit them yourself. But this is a beautiful layout. I'm honestly in love with this website. It's so simple and to the point. And if we click add to cart here, we see that it just instantly adds our things to the cart. We can view the cart, and it's just a very simple cart. So this is a very simple Shopify store, but it's extremely fast. And of course, the products speak for themselves. They are amazing and original and very unique. Now let's take a look at how this website looks on mobile view. A lot of you guys asked me to do that in some of my recent case studies, and you're completely right. You know, most of the traffic that you'll be driving to your website is actually mobile traffic, believe it or not, which still surprises me till this day because I never really shop on my phone. I feel like every time I shop online, it's usually on my desktop, but maybe it's because I used my desktop more. Who knows? Either way, it basically looks the same here. They got a nice little chat icon here for a live chat, and of course an arrow here that takes you straight to the top. But what's interesting is that they don't even have a sticky add to cart button, which I used to think was sort of a necessity, especially with a store like this that has a very long description. But I guess just having a simple button that takes you straight to the top is enough, and it really does make everything look super clean. So that's about it for the website. Again, very clean website, very simple. I see that their logo is different on mobile than it is on desktop, and that just shows me that they are definitely optimizing for different layouts. I mean, of course they are. They're $100 million company. And this is also a really cool feature that you can just click these buttons here and it takes you to a different section of the website. That's really cool. So FAQ takes you to the FAQ, what's in the box. It shows you what you're gonna get in the box. That's a really good thing to add to your store, by the way, the what's in the box tab, because people, are scared to shop online sometimes, especially people who have had really bad experiences shopping online. So they want to see exactly what they're going to get so that they're not unpleasantly surprised. You know what I mean? Now, remember in my second to last video when I said that a lot of these companies that are growing exponentially, one of the main catalysts for their success is running ads? Well, this company is no exception. In fact, this company runs more ads than almost any brand that I've seen in the past few months at least. So you guys know I spend a lot of time dissecting these brands and trying to learn as much as possible from them. I'm like a scientist when it comes to this stuff at this point, and this is really crazy. I mean, they have over 500 different results of ads that they are testing, which is just insane. But if you really think about it, it makes sense. The price of their products is really high, right? So their cost per acquisition is probably pretty high as well. And it's kind of crazy to see just how much these brands are willing to spend to acquire customers and how much they're testing to achieve that. These are like very traditional ads as well. Like they're not really innovating or anything when it comes to the ads that they're running. It's mostly image ads with discounted pricing and stuff like that, which is really interesting. They got carousels, of course, and then they got ads like this, just like very overly produced ads. But what I see lacking with a brand like this is some native style ads. That's what I would like to see for a brand like this. And I think that's where they have the most room for growth, is creating more native style ads where it's like user generated. Like, where are the reviews? I want to see real people using this product, not just this like super fancy and overproduced idea of what the product is going to be like. This is like the closest they have to that. But even then, yeah, like it's kind of ridiculous how many ads they're running here that are virtually the same. So that's where they have the most room for growth, in my opinion, even though, again, I'm really in love with this brand. So don't get me wrong. I'm not looking down on them by any means. This is like an incredible brand. And any brand that's trying to do something about sustainability has my respect. So if any of the founders are watching this video, don't get the wrong idea. I think you guys built something amazing here. However, if I'm being 100% honest, I think your ad game is kind of weak. Like, this is really impressive. I mean, it's a lot of different ads, but I think like Tesla, for example, they don't run ads because people are the ones that are advertising their products. Like, real people that are buying the product are talking about it, making YouTube videos about it, making TikToks about it, and you can actually fabricate that sort of virality as well through TikTok. That's what I love most about TikTok nowadays, is that if you focus on making TikTok content, it does feel like an organic way to grow your business, even if you're running TikTok ads. And then that content can be recycled all across your different social media profiles. So their Instagram, for example, they haven't posted a single reel on Instagram. They do get a decent amount of engagement actually here, which is great. I mean, I think that's amazing and it looks super clean. But what I think is cool about Instagram Reels is that you don't have to jeopardize the layout of your Instagram profile in order to start capitalizing on the virality of reels. When you post an Instagram reel, there is an option where you can choose not to display the reel on your main profile, and it will instead just be placed in a reels tab on your profile. So a really clean feature that Instagram added. And then the last thing that they're doing is posting on YouTube, which is really cool. And here is the closest that they're doing to like user generated style content. I can see like this product out in nature and it looks pretty cool. I definitely think they should be doing more of that. It's kind of ironic how I'm over over here criticizing these $100 million brands. But at the same time, I think my perspective is really valuable as someone who's been immersed in the e-commerce space for such a long time. So that's about it for this one. I thought this brand was interesting and definitely worth sharing with you guys. I always find these videos to be super valuable, and you guys do as well. So with that said, if you enjoyed this video, I want you to give it a like and check out some of the resources in the description of this video. If you're going to be starting a new online business, I highly suggest that you use Shopify for it. And I'm not just saying that because we're official Shopify partners now. I genuinely believe in the company a lot. So use my link in the description to do that. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you next time. Peace.